Nobody gives a damn about the Jim Crow era. Nobody gives a damn about slavery.
You know you're tap dancing, right? Because a lot of things that you're saying, you're basically reciting white conservative views. White supremacist views. That we shouldn't care about our history. We shouldn't care about this. We shouldn't care about that. The system has got you. The system really got you. And these are some very sellout points that you're making. I don't know who you are. I don't know who raised you. I don't know how you were raised or where you grew up or how you grew up or how you perceive the world. But you lost. You are lost in the darkness. You really are. Why do we still talk about Jim Crow and slavery and all this? Because it affects us today. It affects us today. You don't believe me? Look at the prison system. Look at the school system. Look at how they put immigrants over black Americans. Some of the stuff didn't die out. It just got reinvented or covered up or switched up to look differently. That's all it is. And it's really sad that we as a people in the black community, we contribute to our own downfall. That's really sad. And you are part of contributing to the downfall. You need to wake up, my brother. Wake up. Wake the hell up. And look around you. Because some of us still feel those effects to this very day. To this very day. I don't know who you're trying to impress. Well, we all know who you're trying to impress, but I don't know who directly you're trying to impress. But trust me, they'll throw you in the slaughter also. This was a horrible take. It really was.
Nobody gives a damn.
Oh my god, my guy, so, like, you don't even have a clue of the point of them pointing out systemic racism and shit like that. You don't understand that at all, do you? Okay? Because you're a generation and a half being treated 100% equal. A generation and a half of being treated 100% equal. And you forget your entire past, and you think that there's nobody that looks like me in higher power, cleaner and stuff like that, in higher power that still thinks like their grandparents taught them to think. You don't think anybody thinks like that, my guy. I mean, I wish that you was 100% right. I really, really, really do. But I live in a rural southern state, and I can tell you, it's not like that, man. All right, and whenever you talk about the murder rate and stuff like that, it's great to forget it's only a generation and a half. And a lot of your people were shoved into slums and stuff like that. And, it's well known that the government supported the drug trade at one point in time, the illegal drug trade, because it helped to destabilize foreign governments by allowing them to do the illegal drug trade in the United States. Guess what demographic they targeted to sell said illegal drug trade? It's all a setup, and so many people are falling for it. Why? Don't forget your history, and it's recent history, because what happened to your grandparents and your great-grandparents isn't super old, okay? No, you and maybe your parents have never experienced systemic racism. And that's a strong maybe on your parents. So quit acting like in one whole generation it's all changed and there's nobody on the white side that flies a Confederate flag. Okay? What's wrong with you people?
Slavery did not end. It was just advanced in another level. The Jim Crow did not end. The redlining did not end. Like, all of these things were advanced into another level. And now somebody actually needs to come up and educate this brother, because what he was trying to say is not making sense. He was trying to please another group of people so that the Black Americans can be seen as bad people, can't be seen as people who always try to play victims despite everything that they have been going through. Tell me, how many people in the United States, how many black people in the United States are being profiled per day? Then at the end of the day, the person who profiled them is the one who is going to benefit of the hatred, unlike the victim who was profiled. Then this person is trying to claim that all these things ended and the
Low
black
battery.
Americans
Please
need to
charge.
stop talking about this. Well, I was going through the comment section of that man, and some of the people are claiming that his parents are Africans. To me, if his parents are Africans, he is an African immigrant in the United States. And these are some of the things that we have been talking about, that immigrants, they relocate to the United States and some of them start disrespecting the black Americans, not knowing the struggles that they have been through. So guys, welcome back to Afrojudy's channel. I really appreciate your massive love and support each and every single day, and I hope you are doing well wherever you are watching this video. So this video is for educational purposes only, and let's unpack it together. Kindly give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're coming across this channel for the very first time.
Nobody gives a damn about the Jim Crow era. Nobody gives a damn about slavery. It already happened. So what? It's in the past. It already happened. You niggas need to understand one thing. It doesn't matter anymore. It already happened. It's the past for a reason. It doesn't exist anymore. Because guess what? White people used to say the N-word all the time. Now they're scared to say the N-word in a song they're singing at a concert or whenever they're bumping to music in their car. People look at you crazy because you cry about everything. Literally everything. You want to know what we're actually affected by today? People race baiting in politics. The fact that 52% of murders in America are committed by black men, even though we are only 13% of the population. Like, think about that for a second. More than half of the murders done in America has been committed by by a set of people who are only 13% of the population. Bro, there's a problem. What's really affecting people is, black people wanting to punish the white man and get revenge on the white man for, number one, something that they never ever experienced in their life, which is slavery, and something that you never lived through. Point blank period. AKA reparations. Like, do y'all not see how dumb this is? How are you gonna ask for something? How are you gonna ask for compensation for something that you never went through? Something that you did not experience during the time through which you lived or have lived. Bruh, you weren't even born yet. You know what I'm saying? Your mom didn't even think about having you yet. Nobody cares, man. Stop crying. Pass. It already happened.
I want you to drive from Shreveport, Louisiana to Savannah, Georgia, and go 9 miles over the speed limit the entire way. And then you can come back and let us know if racism is just a thing of the past and it's so stupid for us to still bring it up. Go ahead. Let me know how that goes for you. Fuck around and get pulled over in the wrong part of Alabama at 11 p.m. And you can come back and tell us if race is just a thing of the past. Why do we always bring it up? What the fuck is wrong with us? This is the problem. This is the problem right here. I really do try to condense these videos down so I don't lose people in their attention spans. But if I skip some parts, I feel like the point will be missed. So I want to give you this little analogy. All right, let's say I'm a car. Let's just paint it as if I'm a car, right? And historically, over and over and over again, somebody just comes and slashes all four of my tires over and over again. I make a big hubbub about it. I make it a big deal. And then now that stops happening, right? Laws were put in place, whatever happened. So now me, the car, I don't get my tire slashed anymore. But somebody comes and keys the car. Just a little scratch. And I make a big hubbub about it. I say, hey, he keyed my car. I need some help here. Like, they're keying my car. And they're saying, why do you always bring up the fucking car? Why do you always talk about yourself? We helped you out with the tires, and you're still bitching? Why are you still bitching? As you're still actively being affected by the people who obviously don't like you being a car. It's just not as bad as having all four of your tires slashed. Or similarly, if you're driving and you get pulled over all the fucking time and you make a big hubbub about it and they say, oh, we already helped you out with the tires. What are you bitching about? And you're like, hey, I can't go to the fucking Cheesecake Factory without getting pulled over and harassed. And they say, oh my God, you're so obsessed. You have such victim mentality. You get what I'm saying? I have to try to break it down for people so these stupid motherfuckers that say, oh, you always talk about race, you're race obsessed, you have such a victim mentality. Like, there is always fucking reason in America to bring up race in any regard, not only given the history, but given the fucking present day. If racism was truly 100% a thing of the past, if the prejudice and the oppression was 100% a thing of the past, sure, it would be strange to talk about it, but we just saw a woman use racial slurs, raise $500,000 for no fucking reason, help me protect my family. Where's the danger? You're the one who went out and used the fucking racial slur, and she made $500,000. And y'all are sitting here saying it's a thing of the past? Yeah, we're not in fucking chains anymore. They don't put us on stage and auction us off like fucking cattle. They don't send fucking dogs after us because we ran away. But don't just sit here and act like we're in some gung-ho perfect country where you're not affected by your fucking skin color. That's the crazy part to me. I can say with confidence that I have never in my life tried to use my skin color as an excuse for fucking anything. But I will not ignore the differences in my human experience compared to the differences in a white man's human experience in America. To ignore it is crazy. You can acknowledge it at the very fucking least. You don't have to agree with it, but you can fucking acknowledge it. You don't have to act like it's just not there. You don't have to try to take it out of the museums and the history books and the curriculum. You can just fucking acknowledge it. To the white people that say that, oh, that was back then, how can you be mad at me? I'm not. Just acknowledge it. Stop acting like it's fairy tales. That's the craziest, like one of the, so fucking weird to me, man. Yes, there are people that will try to lean on the race card more times than not. And it makes it worse for everybody. Like if I'm fucking walking down the street and my knee's so fucking ashy that if I trip and fall and hit the pavement the right way, I'm gonna burn down the neighborhood, and somebody calls me an ashy motherfucker, I don't readily consider that racist. That's just an observation. I got ashy ass knees. I need to moisturize. But some people will take that and be like, oh, my ashy because I'm black, yada, 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 right? But when I look at this from my perspective, right, which is what I guess would be an uncommon experience for a black man in America, unfortunately. But I have been very, very blessed growing up, right? We never had like the fancy house and the fancy cars, but rarely did we go without. Okay? Private school, college, yada, yada, yada. My dad's account number was on my bill payments for quite some time. A very, very blessed life, okay? So why on earth would I walk around pulling the race card when I know my life has been probably better than a lot of black people, white people, a lot of different races. Just blessed all around. So when we bring up race, it's not to say we're victims, give us this, give us that because we're victims. I bring it up because I say, hey, bitch, acknowledge it. Y'all the type of motherfuckers to go outside with it raining and be like, damn, great weather to throw the frisbee around. No, bitch, it's raining. Acknowledge it. It's there. That's the strange part to me. You either hate it so much to where you just wish it was completely eradicated from the earth, or you're a part of it and you're terrified of the guilt that comes with accepting that you're a part of it. So you just want it to go away entirely. And you don't want the kids to be taught about it, and you don't want to see it in museums, and you don't want to see it in your entertainment. You don't want to see it at all because you either hate it or you feel guilty because you're a part of it. All because of how somebody fucking looks insane. Black people can be racist as well. I want to make that clear, okay? There are white people right now that will say, oh, the white man is the most oppressed race in America right now. I've never experienced so much racism from black people. It's crazy, it's wild. So when it's towards you, you acknowledge it. You speak on it, you voice it. But when it's on somebody else, you hate that it's spoken about so much. Do you see how fucking crazy that is? How the fuck do you acknowledge shit like white people being oppressed in modern day and then just act like because black people aren't being shipped over here in fucking slave boats, anybody that talks about race is so out of pocket? Police brutality is present, happening actively. That alone is an issue we should be speaking about. Get the fuck. I don't walk around saying all white people are awful, evil, racist people, because I have met hundreds of incredible, warm-hearted, genuine white human beings. And I know that there are some black people walking around that just haven't had the experience of those type of white people, or they've been shown a specific type of white people, so that when they get out in the world, they already have this assumption of how white people are, and it shows in their actions, similar to how there's some rural family in fucking Arkansas that never got to go out and experience the love and the culture and the inclusion that's a part of the black community, the beauty in the black community. They just hear and see the bullshit that's around their small town, and then they go out in the world and act that way. The point of me saying that is those are inexperienced people. But when you have been blessed like me to see the love and the inclusion that's in the white community, and then you have white allies that have seen the beauty of the black community, so they don't go out with this stupid assumption that all black people are thugs and all white people are racist, because they've met the contradictions in that fucking stupid ass assumption, and they act accordingly. So how the fuck do y'all, who know that there are different types of black people and know that there are different types of white people and understand with your grown adult mind that there are different types of people, 300 million plus people in this fucking country, and you constantly throw people into one fucking bucket? You want your background and your history to be acknowledged, and your current pain and your experiences and your struggle to be acknowledged. But then when it's time for somebody else to have that same treatment, you want to burn it from the fucking earth. Weirdo alert right here. Come and get him. Creepy police, arrest him today. That shit is strange.
I mean, when people say slavery ended whatever years ago, I always go, no, slavery ended. I count Jim Crow as part of slavery.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, slavery ended in 1975. The playing field's not equal. 75.
The thing
10 years after my birth.
Yeah. You go,
and I'm not exaggerating. You have sadistic captors.
Yeah.
You ever crack open a Jim Crow book?
Not really.
They're really thick. And the amount of laws just about just walking down the street and okay, and you're walking, but if a white woman's walking your way, you have to jump, you have to be in the gutter. There's a ton of rules about, how much bread you can buy. It's ridiculous how intricate it was.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate all civil rights movies.
What?
Don't get me wrong. I applaud the effort.
Right.
They only show the back of the bus and the lunch counter. They actually make racism look very fixable. And they don't really get into how in the 40s and 50s, white men would just walk in your house and take your food. What do you think would happen during the Depression when people are hungry? And white people are hungry. And there's black people cooking on that side of town. What do you think would happen? They would walk in your house and take your shit.
It's like a predator-prey relationship.
It's a predator-prey relationship. What do you think white guys, what do you think when it was time to rape, they were raping white women? No, they would go and rape women they could actually rape without going to jail for. Okay? Or sexual assault, just guys and all that shit. Jim Crow is so much dirtier than any movie ever shows.
It's insidious. It's in every single act and interaction.
Just the amount of rules that existed. My mother used to get her teeth taken out at the vet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you weren't allowed to go to the dentist. Like no movie shows you that.
Yeah, guys, let me start by saying this. These are kind of people who tries to divide the black people across the globe, despite the fact that the black people have been trying their best to fight for the unity of all the black people across the globe. Well, some people are allegedly claiming that he is an African immigrant because his parents are also African immigrants in the United States. So I don't know how sure that information is, because I was just reading through the comment section of that video, and those are some of the comments that people were leaving. Then, second of all, if these kind of words are coming from a black person, despite him knowing the struggles that the black people have been through in the United States, he's claiming that the Jim Crow ended and he doesn't give a damn about it. He's claiming that slavery ended and that the black Americans should stop complaining about it, and that there is no reparation that will be given to the black Americans. From a black person claiming about all this the black person is doing in the United States. You know, something which is making me to be so sad right now, when I was going through the comment section of that man, some of these women, they were coming to his comment section and appreciating him by telling him that, you know what, out of all the black people in the world, you are the one who is woke and you are the most intelligent black person. You know why they were telling him that? Because this person is so delusional. He doesn't know the struggles of black people. He doesn't know that slavery was just advanced to another level. He doesn't know that Jim Crow was just advanced to another level. How many black people in the United States are being profiled each and every single day? How many black people in the United States are being followed in store because of the stereotype each and every single day? How many black people have been denied the opportunities each and every single day in the United States? And yet, at the end of the day, the people who profiles the black people are the same people who are going to benefit of all this hatred that they did to the black people. Like, for instance, a good example is the video I just uploaded yesterday. There was this woman who profiled the Somali couple at a restaurant. Then, you know what her community did? They went ahead, they created a Give and Go, which claims to be a Christian website. Then they started raising some funds for this woman, and her target was $109,000. As if that's enough, there is also this woman, Shiloh Hendricks, who profiled an autistic kid, 5-year-old, at the park. Her community raised over $500,000 for her because they were claiming that she was on the right. Tell me, the Jim Crow and the slavery still ended, the redlining still ended, and how many men, the black men, are being lynched in the United States, being that some of the people are claiming that the lynching has stopped in the United States. It hasn't stopped. We've seen so many men being lynched. So many men have been found hanged on the trees, and then they claim that they did it by themselves. Like, it happened several times. In Delta State University, it happened. One of the black men was lynched. Then they started claiming that he did it by himself. You know, first of all, if this man is truly an African immigrant in the United States, I don't know if it's true or not. And if it happens to be true, he needs to start learning the history of the black Americans. He needs to sit down and start doing a lot of research how the black people have suffered a lot in the United States, rather than just disrespecting the black people and trying to align to the whiteness so bad. You know, this proximity to whiteness will cost a lot of black people in the world of today. And this is not the only first man I've heard talking about this negative stuff only to please the other community. There are some group of men, let me say especially the MAGA black men, who have been trying to do this sort of stuff to please the other community so that they can be seen as good people. These are the real sellouts. They are going to reveal literally everything that is happening in the black community to the other people, so that when they want to oppress the black people, they will know where they will start from. So anyway, guys, when I watched this video. Like, I felt so bad, but I'm so glad that majority of the people educated him, and still he doesn't care, because if you go through his posts, those are some of the negative videos. Low battery. And also, he's against the black women, because I was going through her page, the kind of videos he's making, they're so displeasing. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. So this video is for educational purposes only, and we are not here to spread any form of hatred. And let's keep the comment section respectful. We learn from each other and learn from each other, and also relearn from each other. So let me know from you guys, do you think that the Jim Crow ended? Do you think that slavery, the segregation, the redlining ended? Because according to me, all these things did not end. They were just advanced to another level. And you have seen majority of these people trying to segregate themselves from the black community, because they don't want to live with the black people. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I honestly appreciate your massive love. Low battery. Every please charge day. Until next time, let's meet on my next episode. Remember to stay safe and take good care of yourselves.